But first, victims are speaking out and taking action after a cyber attack at a local company put their protected health information at risk.
They need to know how many lives they've affected.
New at 6 tonight, Fieldtex Products of Henrietta is facing several lawsuits after a ransomware attack may have impacted the personal information of more than 200,000 people. Tonight, in a News 10 NBC investigation, you'll hear from one of those people who says Fieldtex needs to be held accountable.
It was a big inconvenience, but it could have turned into a really, really big hassle.
Justin Stair of Hindman, Pennsylvania, is the victim of a data breach. His personal information, from his name, address, and date of birth to his health insurance plan and ID number, was compromised after a cyber attack at Fieldtex Products.
I have no clue who they are, why they even had my data.
Fieldtex Products is a medical supply fulfillment services company on Brighton Henrietta Town Line Road and provided over-the-counter healthcare-related products to people through their health plans. In August, a ransomware operation infiltrated Fieldtex's computer systems. According to the Department of Health and Human Services data breach tracker, more than 238,000 people had their information put at risk. After discovering the cyber attack, Fieldtex says it secured its networks, hired forensic investigators, and confirmed that protected health information may have been impacted. But it wasn't until 3 months after the attack that people received a notification. Although he can't say for sure if the Fieldtex breach is to blame, Stair says during that time span, he and his wife began noticing suspicious charges on their debit cards, and his medical insurer was being billed for specialists he had never seen.
And we had to work with the banks to fix them. Our accounts got froze for a while, our bills backed up, and luckily, my wife caught it early.
Now, Stair and several others whose information was breached have filed lawsuits accusing Fieldtex of negligence. No one from Fieldtex would return my repeated calls or emails for comment.
I filed because they need to know how many lives they've affected, and it's not about the money, it's about the accountability.
In its notification, Fieldtex says it has added security measures within its networks and is reviewing its data security policies and procedures. It's something Stair says should have been done sooner.
It could be devastating to anybody. I mean, it almost was to us, and that's your responsibility.
In response to the incident, Fieldtex is offering complimentary credit monitoring services for a year and has set up a toll-free number to address related concerns. We'll have that phone number in this story at WHEC.com. Let's go in depth on who is behind the ransomware attack at Fieldtex. According to the lawsuits and published reports, the group Akira has taken credit for the breach. In a recent advisory, the FBI listed Akira as a top 5 ransomware type. The advisory says Akira has claimed more than $244 million in ransom as of late September. I spoke with Bogdan Glushko, CEO of Proven Data, an incident response recovery and forensics company. He's very familiar with Akira. He says in almost every incident they've responded to, there is a pattern.
That there has been signals that a company is going to get hit, 2-3 weeks before a company gets hit with a ransomware attack. And these are usually VPN credentials sold online. These are dark web mentions of the IP addresses for the company. So there's definitely a must, I would say, to monitor for this type of information and be able to spot a problem before it actually turns into a major incident.
Glushko says companies should take a layered approach to safeguarding their computer systems, beginning with employee email security.